Dear children, good morning. Welcome to our science class. In the last class, we have discussed about the moon and tides. So, today we are going to the next topic. Shadows and eclipses. When an object obstructs the path of light, we see a dark patch on the opposite side. This dark patch is called the shadow of the object. Okay. This dark patch is called the shadow of the object. Some objects cast dark shadows while some cast faint shadows. Shadows are formed in the universe also. The earth and the moon cast their shadows on each other when they are in a direct line with the sun. This causes eclipses. Eclipses, a shadow formed in the universe due to which the sun or the moon is not visible for some time. Okay. Solar eclipse. An eclipse of the sun is called a solar eclipse. It occurs on a no moon day. When the moon, while going round the earth, comes between the earth and the sun. When the sun, the moon and the earth are in a direct line, the moon casts its shadow on the earth. And people in certain parts of the earth cannot see the sun at all or see it only partially. Okay. Explain the solar eclipse. Listen. When the moon comes between the earth and the sun in a straight line, the earth comes in the shadow of the moon. Then the shadow of the moon falls on the earth. The sun cannot be seen from the area where the shadow falls. This is called solar eclipse. Understand? If the sun cannot be seen at all, it is called a total solar eclipse. Sun cannot be seen at all. That is called total solar eclipse. If only a part of it is seen, that means a part of the sun can be seen. A part of the sun can be seen, that is called partial solar eclipse. A solar eclipse occurs less frequently as compared to a lunar eclipse and can be seen only from the certain places on the earth. Not only those places that come under the shadow of the moon. Okay. Please look at the picture. Total solar eclipse and partial solar eclipse. Okay. Lunar eclipse. When the earth comes between the sun and the moon, and if all three of them are in a straight line, the earth casts its shadow on the moon. It cuts off the light of the sun from reaching the moon, and hence the moon cannot be seen. This is called a lunar eclipse. Once again, when the earth comes between the sun and the moon in a straight line, then the moon comes in the shadow of the earth and will be invisible. This is called lunar eclipse. Okay. It occurs only on a full moon night. It occurs only on a full moon night. Please look at the picture. Lunar eclipse. When the earth's shadow covers the complete disk of the moon, we cannot see the moon at all. It is called a total lunar eclipse. Please look at the picture. Total lunar eclipse. Then Earth's shadow completely covers the moon. That is called total lunar eclipse. When it only partially covers the disk of the moon, that is a partial lunar eclipse occurs. Earth's shadow partially covers the moon. Earth's shadow partially covers the moon. That is called partial lunar eclipse. Please look at the picture. Partial lunar eclipse. Once the moon moves out of the shadow of the earth, it starts receiving sunlight and can be seen once again. Okay, dear children, a solar eclipse should not be viewed directly. Why? Because harmful rays from the sun can damage the eyes. Even the use of smoked glass, sunglasses, or smoked films can be dangerous. Understand? Artificial satellites. The moon is also called the natural satellite of the earth. Several human-made satellites have been sent into space that revolve around the earth. Several human-made satellites have been sent into space that revolve around the earth. These are called artificial satellites. Aryabhatta was the first Indian satellite sent into space in which year? 1975. Please note that. Aryabhatta was the first Indian satellite sent into space in 1975. Uses of artificial satellites. What are the uses of artificial satellites? Artificial satellites give us information about the weather of a place. They take pictures of the movement of clouds and help forecast the weather so that necessary precautions can be taken during storms and cyclones. You are able to watch live matches on television, listen to the radio, talk over telephone, or surf the internet because of artificial satellites. Give 3 uses of artificial satellites. Tell me. Artificial satellites help us to or used for forecast weather, watch live matches on television, surf the internet. Okay.